time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room, we'll stay in the green room. If you wanna get high, and you got the time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay, in the green room.
This production is brought to you by DHBN, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in. And I wanted to thank you all for being here. This again, we've been here 3 days in a row, and it has been amazing.
No, we haven't.
Well, I have. You have.
You have. You just like were swirling.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to wait any longer.
Right.
Here. So, everybody, please put your hands together for Mr. Mighty Mystic. All right. Thank you so much for being here, sir. How are you? Can I call you Mighty or Mystic?
Whatever you feel like. Call me anything you want. Mystic is fine.
Mystic is fine. I will call you Mystic. Mystic, how are you, sir? You are amazing. I can't believe you've actually given up a couple minutes of your time you are so busy. I keep track of you, and I don't know woo. I can't keep up with you.
It's been a hell of a ride, man. We're loving every moment. Right now, we're in Texas, enjoying the heat, getting ready for a big festival tomorrow, Austin Reggae Festival this weekend. We're feeling blessed.
That's wonderful.
We're having a little bit of issue here. Hopefully, that's not going to be too bad.
It's going to be fine.
You're going to be fine. No, you're good, Skunky, tonight. All right. So I got a whole bunch of questions. You ready?
Ready.
All right. What's a lyric you've written that hit you the hardest after performing it live?
Ooh, a lyric that hits me the hardest after performing it live.
Yeah.
I would probably say a lyric from one of my song Goshen. Goshen is the birthplace of my bloodline. My father's from there, grandfather, great grandfather. That specific song is a very, very special song to me. Beyond lyrics, beyond vibe, just history. So I would
family.
I would yes, family and longevity. I'd say that song, Goshen. I and I come from Goshen. I'm
sure I've played it at least once, but you, sir, have a million songs, and it's very hard to try to play them. I can't get them all in one day.
All right.
We've tried.
I've tried. I've tried. It's not possible.
We're only allowed to play you only so many times an hour.
Yeah, once an hour where we get in trouble, and then I don't want to get in trouble.
Thank y'all so
much. Absolutely, we love your music. It's absolutely. I'm an older gentleman myself. I like I said, I was a classic rock guy, and I was talking to a couple guys the other day. I don't remember who we were talking to. But I said, when I found this genre, this whole reggae, ska, all these guys that are coming together to create this beautiful, what I call Highland, HIGH, Highland vibes, the Highland vibes. That. Yeah, that's what I've been calling it, because it's like you get that buzz and you just want to sit there and relax and hang out and chill and smoke. Do you celebrate 420, sir? Do you smoke? That's a joint. Can you hear us?
Might be a little lagging going on.
A little lagging. Okay. Right. You want to know if you are smoking if you smoke the ganja.
Do you smoke?
Of course.
You do. I just want to make sure. All right.
I'm even more of a fangirl now, so sorry.
and more when I have to write. When it comes to writing, I'll go in even more, I'll open up the mind a little bit and start the lyrics flowing. So yeah, more when I'm writing or creating music, I should say.
Yeah, I try to explain that to my wife. It makes me more creative, baby, but she doesn't want to hear it. She don't
frozen? Are we good? We good here?
You're good.
You're good.
We're good.
All right.
Yeah, it might be a little laggy, but we're doing okay. I need to get
Can I,
the chat open. I haven't even looked at the chat yet. I've been staring at
while
you and
you're
hanging out.
while you're doing that, can I ask where you're from, Mystic?
Yes. So that song I was just talking about. I'm from that area. It's a place called Goshen. It's a Goshen in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. It's a real mystical, spiritual, old school area of Jamaica. I was born there, but then I moved to Boston, Massachusetts when I was like 10, 11. But I keep going back and forth to Jamaica to stay connected to my roots. So Goshen,
Yeah.
St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. It's a remarkable
Oh.
place.
Very nice.
So besides that, you grew up in Boston.
I did, yes.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. East Coast, woo woo, East Coast. I'm a New Yorker, native New Yorker, but now I'm in Pennsylvania now. So yeah.
All right.
And when you come into Pennsylvania, let me know when you're coming to Everwild. Were you there last year in Ohio?
I wasn't at Everwild, but I was in Pennsylvania, Ohio a ton last year, and I've done several shows this year. Yeah.
I didn't have the balls to reach out to you by then yet. I was still a new DJ with a new radio station. And as I've learned to be the squeaky wheel to get the oil, and that's how I get you guys to come on. I got to annoy the hell out of you. I'm sorry.
Well, it worked, man. It worked, and I'm happy to be here talking to you.
I'm so glad you're here, and we appreciate you. Believe it,
Absolutely.
we absolutely do. What song of yours that changed the meaning for you? What's a song of yours that has changed meaning for you over time?
Ooh,
good question.
I would say that's a tough question to unpack.
You could always pass. I don't want
No,
anything to ever be.
We're not gonna pass. So, what song has changed meaning to me over time?
Yeah, over time. So, see, when you wrote it originally, it was about getting high, but now it has more of a meaning, or vice versa. Now it's more about getting high than it was about doing schoolwork or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd probably draw one of my songs called "Far from Jamaica." I'm not sure if you.
One of my favorites. Oh,
you know that one? Yes.
Just played it right before you came on. That was the last song we just played. Far from Jamaica. I love it. That's one of my top 5. Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
As the years gone by, that song has become more relatable to other folks. I was telling that song from my perspective of my struggles, leaving my homeland, coming to a foreign land, trying to assimilate, all that kind of stuff.
Far from Jamaica.
Yeah,
Boston. That is pretty far.
A lot of people tell me that they have similar struggle. They come from wherever. You come from Italy or Ireland, or you come to the U.S. and you have your own individual struggle. So it's kind of changed from my perspective to, I think, perspective of people in general, because everybody's gone through a similar struggle where you leave your homeland, you try to go somewhere to find ends meet and find your footing. So it's
tough to go just to move out of your parents' house as a kid and make that step, and then for somebody to go across the world or to to move from one state to another. But you're going from a different island, different world.
Yeah, you're crossing an ocean. That's huge.
It's funny you say that, because I think the biggest change for me was I grew up on a farm. I'm a son of a farmer, so I never seen a skyscraper, none of that. When I moved to Boston and I look up, I see these massive skyscrapers. I was like, wow, that was the biggest thing. Just the landscape was different. So that took some getting used to. But there's so much layers to that song to unpack it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you played it. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love that one. Hi, Charles. How are you? One love from Patients for Safe Access. That's another podcast that we do over here. It's called Patients for Safe Access. It's about getting safe medicine. When we get our medicine, we want it to be safe. We don't want
Patients for Safe Access. Much love.
Everybody, make sure you're picking up you. What are you? Safe access, yes, too. Everybody, pick up everybody. That's what we do. We one love. All right. If your younger self could sit in the studio with you now, what would blow their mind the most?
Ooh, I would say the fan base. When I was a kid, it's starting out and dreaming. You have the dream and one day be on the big stage and share the stage with your fellow icons that you look up to.
And then you chicken out.
I don't think my 18-year-old self could grasp this. So now that I'm older and it's happening and it's so fruitful and there's so much joy and growth in it, my 18-year-old self would be like, holy smoke, we're here, we're here, and I'm loving every moment of it.
Yeah, you do. You look like you are as well. Every one of your posts, I want to be there with you. I feel like I'm with you. Your posts are beautiful. Oh, it's just I love your lifestyle, and that's kind of the lifestyle that I want to live. I mean, not the traveling as much, but just the relaxation of it. I mean, the vibe of it. I don't know. Yeah, the vibe, I guess. I catch that vibe. I feel your vibe when you're out there. When I'm watching you. When are you coming back towards the East Coast? Are you coming back this way anytime soon in the summer or?
Yeah, we have 4 more shows. Texas, Arkansas, that region, and then we're gonna make our way back to the East Coast. I think I have about 10 shows on the East to do, starting end of April throughout May. So we'll be back on the East Coast. I'm coming to Pennsylvania June 13th for a festival there. So I'll be back on the East Coast for sure.
I'll try to catch you. I'm gonna come if it's
Absolutely.
anywhere. If it's on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, I'm on the east side by Philly.
Anything in Michigan anytime soon?
I think we're doing that Michigan region in like July. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll probably still be ice.
So we have Patience for Safe Access wants to know when you're coming to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, I was just there yesterday and day before.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what are you there? You were there just the last 2 days, and you went there from there to Texas.
3 shows in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I should have known that. I should have known that because I remember you talking about it this week. Yeah, you went to Oklahoma for 3 shows, and now you're going to Texas for 4. And then I didn't know where you were going. Are you going to be in Florida at all? So Skunky can come see you, little Skunky over there next to you.
So we did Florida earlier this season. We're going to do Florida again in September.
Yeah, have you played the Sugar Shack, right?
Yeah. I was one of the first Sugar Shacks.
You were one of the first Sugar Shacks?
I was one of the first Sugar Shacks. Yes.
Oh, I love the Sugar Shack. I think that's how I found you guys.
Yeah.
Is one day I was scrolling through, not you personally, maybe you, but I was scrolling through YouTube or whatever, and I came across it, and I was just like, this place looks awesome. And they had a great band on. I don't remember who it was. It might have been you. It could have been you. And I just fell in love, and I just started following the Sugar Shack. And then every band that played, I pick them up and I play them, and then I try to reach out to them. And the Sugar Shack, they told me they were going to come on a couple times, but they're liars.
They're just
no, they're just busy. They're just busy. I'm calling them out.
I'm going to.
Oh, I know. I'm calling them out because they call me out, and they said, "Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We have your email." And I'm like, "Okay, I don't want to annoy you. I'm not trying to annoy you." And then they're like,
"I'm sure it'll happen soon."
Yeah, they're just busy. They were in the middle of opening up the downtown. They were getting ready to open up downtown, so I knew it was a busy time. I just put them on hold for a while and gave them a hard time until then. All right. We do a 420 song. Do you have any videos for 420 songs of yours? Like
Cali Green would be cool.
I got Cali Green. I got something.
If you wanted to do this, now this is all up to you, of course, but if you wanted to have the video and then put your barcode or something at the end of it for a couple seconds so that people could screenshot it. Okay. We play every 420 whenever we're doing a podcast, and we have several podcasts over here at WTHC Radio on our YouTube, and I'm trying to do a shout. Anyway, if you give us a couple videos for your 420 songs, we always try to play 420 songs. So we would love to play them, and then we could, but I have to have it on like a MP4 or a wave. I think it's got to be on. So if you could send it to me,
get it to you.
Yeah, just send it to me, and I would be happy. We're gonna do. That's why I was telling you, because we're gonna end up taking a couple-minute break for a 420 song when it comes in a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and we got the rest of the show. All right.
I think we lost the hippie.
Oh, you're lagging again, or I'm lagging?
Lag.
Am I lagging?
I got a question.
I will get the videos over.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Skunky.
Did you say there is a video for Cali Green?
There is a video for Cali Green.
Oh,
for sure.
I just found that today and played it for 420. Yeah, I loved it.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate that so much.
Look at that. She says she likes Slinky's joint. She called you Slinky again.
I've been called worse. Slinky.
That's one of those songs that no matter where I go.
Young lady, picture autocorrect.
It's a great song. I love it.
Now,
I played
when
it
you're
today
in
as well.
When you're in a state that is not quite legal, do you use like the hemp alternatives like the Delta 10, or do you just
Yes, Granny. Yes.
No,
Well,
we smoke, man. We just smoke.
jamming.
We're respectful of wherever we are, but we're
Yeah.
smoking. We're smoking, you know.
Now,
I love that.
How do you
Not
travel?
causing no
Do you
issues.
fly or do you guys? Oh no, you drove because I saw you broke down. How's the car doing? I was gonna send money, but I don't have any.
Me too.
I'm a puppet. I went into my pocket and there was nothing in there. I was like,
I love
shit.
that. Love
Shit.
that. Yeah,
I sent all I had. Zilch.
for the most part, we drive. You know, we
You
city to
drive.
city, state to state. We're driving. There is some fly dates in there, but less than 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
throughout
that's
the
not
year.
bad at all.
Yeah, no,
Right.
mostly drive.
She said, "Off. That's autocorrect." I'm still
I
reading the
love the
chat.
road.
Yeah, it's fun. It's got to be fun, but it's got to be a pain in the ass too. I mean, how big of a vehicle do you guys have? The van, and do you have other things, or are you just
Yeah.
in the van?
So we have like a 15 passenger. We pull a trailer, but we also have like a Suburban pulling a trailer. So it depends on how much crew we're bringing with us.
Right.
Right. Now, do
This-
you have a permanent crew, or do you go and you have a band? There's a group
Rent a crew.
behind Mighty Mystic.
Yeah. I got a permanent squad. There could be as much as 7 of us, but
You could have
smaller
brought,
shows will drop it down to
brought
5.
those guys. You know, you
Yeah.
could have. The invitation wasn't just to you; it's you and anybody you want to
Yeah.
bring, my friend. Yeah, they could have
Well,
been here.
7
Next time.
people in a lot. Anyways, I'm just happy that Mystic is here. Forget
Yeah, me
everybody
too.
else. Mystic's
Me too.
more important to me.
I'm fangirling. I can't even shut up over here. I'm like,
Fangirling.
I am.
That's my
All right.
job, dude.
All right, one more question before 420. All right.
All right.
Has a fan ever told you something about your music that totally shifted your perspective?
Yeah.
Nice.
All the time. I think the biggest conversations I end up having is more on the healing aspect of what the music is, you know, because reggae music, and what I kind of do is we speak to the heart, the mind, the body, the soul, you know. That's kind of my avenue, and I think engaging with those conversations and hearing how maybe a certain song has got a certain fan through a tough time, a struggle they might have had in their life.
Right.
And
I see my future listening to your music when I'm on my deathbed. That's what I want to listen to. Not to bring the story down, but that's what those are my goals.
But there is a peacefulness. There's a connection in your music that isn't always there with other artists.
Right. All my
and
favorites.
That's what I adore.
Thank you so much.
I want all my favorites. So I'm going to listen to all my favorites, you know, and that's going to be you no matter what, you know.
Sure, brother. Yeah. Much love on that. Much love. Thank you, guys.
Oh, absolutely. Much love to you.
Man. Healing is what I want to bring to the world through music. Healing, togetherness, that one love vibe, that reggae that we know from reggae. I really want to bring that forth, but I want to make it a little fun, a little more danceable, you know?
Exactly.
Not so down your back, preachy. I want to make it digestible for the audience.
I got you.
Yes.
All right.
And just bring up that positive energy, because it really makes a difference.
And it helps you. It makes you feel happy, and once you're happy, that causes healing. I feel it. You know, if you're smiling, then you're healing. If you're sad and you're angry, then you're not healing. You're causing more damage. Correct. That being said, I have 2 songs by our friends Elevated Roots. I want to play the longer one. Unfortunately, we're going to play the longer one. It is called Dankrupt. Never going to be Dankrupt. Out of marijuana. Dankrupt. And they're from New Mexico, so you're right over there by them now. So you might even be you might do a show with them. They might be on a smaller card on the, you know, underneath your superstar ass over here.
Yeah.
You know. All right, here they are now, everybody, with one of my favorites, Dankrupt by Elevated Roots. Here they are.
Oh man, that looks like it's our last one, man.
That is our last one, man.
Good thing we can scrape the pipe, bro. Never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Gee! Morning at the scrape my pipe. Knew that when I went to bed last night. Had a premonition in my head that I never gonna wake bankrupt again. Jumped on my bike and pedaled downtown on the lookout for the one John Brown. Found him in a corner parking lot, smoking spliffs. Him said, "Here, man, you want to take a heat?" I said, "I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again." Went back home to put the seeds in the soil. Compost recipe from brethren I know. Water pH to 6.1. Jah in control of the ebb and flow. Planting seeds, putting flower in my hand so that I will never awake bankrupt again. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Always bring a flower to my friends. Always connecting to the music of medicine. Always finding ways to sing. Positivity and healing vibes. Always attracting my tribe. Always vulnerable to the tides. Always accountable for my strides. Holding on, not folding beyond. Letting go and letting you know. Bankrupt isn't never gonna be a part of my flow. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Driving around, I see John Brown and said, "Dead man," him said, "They're never gonna be bankrupt again." I said, "Hey John Brown, can I give you a hand so that you yourself will never be bankrupt again?" I said, never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt Never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Wow!
Hey, all right, we're back. See, it's a longer song, but I just freaking love it. I love it. Can you hear me okay?
Never gonna be bankrupt.
Am I still here?
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah,
still
you're
here.
still here.
All right, everything's going well. All right, let's move on. Thank
I
you,
got a
everybody
question.
over here. Go ahead. I want to thank everybody over there in the crowd.
Can you listen? So, growing up in Jamaica and then moving to Boston, what were your musical influences? I guess.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great one. So I remember, and I was about 5 or 6 years old, growing up on the farm. I remember the first time I heard Bob Marley's music. When I heard Bob Marley's music as a kid, I was like, what is this yummy goodness? So I would say Bob was the first person that piqued my interest. But moving to Boston, you know, you grew up in the rock and roll, Aerosmith. You can't be from Boston and not love Aerosmith. You know, Steve Tyler's
Yes.
from there, so like, you know, like that.
I'm so happy you didn't say New Kids on the Block.
Thinking his voice. As a kid, I tried to emulate a lot of what Steven was doing. So there's a lot of Steven in me. You know, my vibe. That band influenced me a lot.
Yeah, well,
I
love
that
them.
actually makes a lot of sense now that you said that. That yeah, definitely on different songs I can hear that now. Yeah, it makes sense.
Voice I try to go for, a lot of that I took from Steven. You know, he really sunk in. His skills sunk into me.
Wow. I never would have said that, but wow, that's cool.
That-
That's good to know, though. That's very cool.
Yeah,
So,
vocally it makes a lot of sense.
If your music could be smoked, what kind of high would it give you?
Ooh, I love that one. We're going way out to the Milky Way.
All right, yeah. All right, I'm already
we're
enjoying.
Around a few times, and we're coming back, but we're taking everybody for the ride. Open up the mind and just soak up everything. Little molecule that's out there, feeling it to your soul.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. What is the wildest munchie combo you have ever made? And don't lie, we're all family here.
Munchie combo?
Yeah. What's your wildest munchie combo?
Oh my goodness. I would say.
Yeah, I moved on to gave you a break on the serious questions.
Yeah. I like that. I love ice cream.
Oh, me too.
So, ice cream, and we have a flavor called rum raisin. Right?
Yes.
I know it.
You heard rum raisin?
Yes.
When I'm up there and I really want something to go for, give me my rum raisin ice cream.
Yes.
I know it's a weird one, but you asked me.
No, that's not a weird one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I love rum raisin, believe it or not. It's a weird one, like kids don't like it, but once you get older and you grow accustomed to it, you're like, yeah, that's good shit.
Now I know.
Does it have raisins in it?
Yeah, it does have. It has raisins in it, right? Yeah, I remember having raisins.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Could you imagine an ice cream so good you got to put raisins in it to make it better? Wow. That is a munchie. Damn.
And rum.
Yeah. The rum.
Yeah. Rum and raisins.
My goodness, some of these
Gotta
questions
be
are
a song.
crazy.
Rum raisin in my dish.
In my belly.
Ow. I tell you, that's my wish.
All the
Ow,
time. All the
ow.
time. Yeah. All right, you ready? Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm going back to the serious questions because some of these weird ones got a little too crazy. How do you mentally prepare to walk on stage? Is it chill, ritual, chaos, or silence?
It is chill. I love my backstage area to be chill. Early
Yeah.
when I was younger, I like to wild out, but as I'm getting older, I like it chill, quiet, so I get in my right headspace.
Can
Right.
you
So I
can you
can
give us a little background? How old are you? Do you mind telling us your age?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, I'm getting up there. I just turned 44. I've been doing it since I was 18. Yes.
Wow, I would never have guessed
Never
44.
guessed.
I was well,
No.
they say black don't crack, but my
Oh,
friend, I wouldn't have said in my early 30s.
what?
Early 30s is
Yeah.
what I was gonna guess. Yeah. Are
That's
you a
right.
married man? Are you a married man?
I am a married man. Yes, I think I got it
Do you
on
have
right here.
there you go.
Beautiful.
Do you have children?
I do. I have three children, three beautiful children.
Well, see, I don't
Yeah.
want to get too personal. I don't want you to go. You just say, "Shut up, hippie," and
Is it hard touring and being away from the wife and the kids? Like
Very
that to me would be the very hardest part of what you do.
you got a bunch of
It's
people over
very-
here saying you're still a
But
baby.
having a good support system at home, the wife, the kids who are there and who aren't stressing and just can handle it, makes the journey, the up and down so much more easier and less stressful. So
Right.
shout out to my wife and my kids, man. They really, really keep things together and allow me. I'm thankful they allow me to go out there and bring the good vibes to everybody out there. So you got to have a great home situation, and I'm fortunate and lucky to have that.
Have
That's
you ever
wonderful.
Matt wants to know, have you ever performed with any of the Marleys? Because I'm sure there's a few of them now. You have, right?
Yeah. I've done shows with all the Marleys. Yeah, man, for sure.
All of them?
They're all great people, man. Great people.
Absolutely. You can tell them that it's okay to come hang out with the Hippie and Friends
Yeah.
over here at
We don't mind.
WTHC Radio. We would
I'm a
love
huge
to have
Damian
them
Marley
on.
fan. Huge Damian Marley fan.
Anybody with the last name Marley is welcome. Anybody. Yeah, they all are. They all are. That's going on. Okay, did that one. What song, not yours, do you wish you could teleport into live for a day? I'm sorry, I'm a horrible reader in the dark. What song, not yours, do you wish you could teleport into and live in for the day?
Ooh, I like that. I would say I've been listening to a lot of Stick Figure lately.
Oh, I love them. Love them.
Yeah.
Stick
I
Figure.
love the vibe that Stick bringing out. Several of his songs give me that free. I just want to, just take the day off and lay on the beach and let my sorrows just drift away.
Yeah.
You do that for me as well. You do the exact same thing. Your music does the exact same thing. That's that whole genre I'm talking about. You, him, them, Mo, Wax, all of them. They're Tropodelic, Bumpin' Uglies.
Makes you feel good, right?
Oh, they all make me smile, and I don't smile normally. I'm an angry man, but I found you guys, and now I'm high. I have my medicine, and I'm happy, and I'm living the life. Yeah,
we love that. We love hearing that. Yes.
I'm still angry. As Skunky said, I'm still angry once in a while when things don't go well, but that's it. What song? Oh, we did that one. When did you realize music wasn't just a career but part of your purpose?
I think when I started several years back, when I started to get feedback from the fan base, emails,
telling you how amazing you are.
People saying, some deep things. My son was a big fan of Mighty Mystic. Listen to Mighty Mystic, and he passed away, and the music still reverberates with them and reminds them of their son. When I started to get messages like that, I was like, oh my God, like it's bigger,
real,
it's deeper than music. It's deeper than writing something.
It is. The impact is so deep with your listeners. There's such a huge connection.
Yeah, for sure. So I have to be mindful and gentle with what I put out, with my interactions and stuff like that. And it's actually helped me to grow as a person. I look down.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Yeah.
It makes you think about what you're going to say because you don't want it to be a bad a bad example for somebody. You have to always worry about what you're doing, especially if you want to make people happy. You're not going to want to make them sad or angry.
So you nailed it. That's exactly right.
If your next album had to be a complete instrumental, what vibe would it have?
I'm going upbeat. I'm going an upbeat energy, make people dance, make people laugh, make people smile, make people want to get together in a community, hold each other's hands, hug, smoke.
Well, that's what we need. We need that. That's
Yeah,
definitely needed here.
I'm not with the separation BS. I'm all about everybody coming together, whoever you're from. We're one people. Let's just have fun. Let's smoke a little bit. Let's drink. Let's dance. Let's conversate. That's my vibe, you know.
I agree. If your next album had to be completely, I just did that. Fucking holy shit. I need one of them paper cards that you can, oh shit, now we hit the camera. Now
you can just let him read it.
You can just let you read them, okay? No, I need a paper card that goes across so I can keep my lines so I know where I'm looking. All right. If you're next, what's something you've unlearned in the music industry that made you stronger?
Ooh. Unlearned in the music industry that's made me stronger. Unlearned. I've unlearned that no one is coming to rescue you.
Nobody's coming to save you.
You gotta put the work in, man. You gotta.
Agree.
You can't wait for tomorrow. You can't wait for Joe, Sue, Tom, Billy, Bob. You can't wait for anybody. You literally gotta tie up your shoes, Lias, and go do it yourself. You want it?
That I was just telling somebody that today. I said, I'm tired. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one and yours stinks. You know, I said, you want to do it, get up and do it. I wanted to do a radio station and now I'm here 4 years and it's not the biggest radio station, but I'm still here and I'm still doing it every day. We're getting there. We're busting our asses and we're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, busting our asses. But we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up because we got nothing but time, baby. We got nothing but time.
Keep going.
Right.
Your thing, you believe in it, you do it all.
Right. And that's it. It's everything I believe in. So it's like if you could have the perfect job, that's what they say you want to do. You want to have something that makes you happy and makes you happy for the rest of your life. Well, I mean, the only way this could get any better is if it paid money. Yeah. Yes, if it paid us cash, that would be cool.
Right? Bring it up.
But until then, getting to meet famous people like yourself and others is pay enough for me.
So talented.
Right.
Being able to hang out and meet you and talk to you and get to know you is just, that's enough.
Likewise.
Okay.
Much love to you.
What's a creative risk that you've took that you're glad didn't work out?
A creative risk that did not work out.
You're glad it
didn't.
It didn't work out, because it might have screwed up everything.
I think might be a little personal. I was going to open up a big studio with a group, and I think I decided not to at the last minute, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm gonna wait down the line to really get that going, and it's gonna be a accessible to the public and all that kind of stuff.
All right, I just want to let you know
it didn't feel right at the time, so I left it alone. I have my own personal studio at home, but big one open to the public, we'll leave that for a few more years.
I want to offer you this, okay, Mr. Mystic. I just want to make this offer. Now, I did the same thing, and then at the last minute, I decided to hold out. I own my own record label, and I'm waiting, so we can work together in the future.
Okay.
Mr. Mystic and the Hippie with Stoner Records. It's called Stoner Record. Yeah. WTHC Radio and Stoner Records and the Hippie Broadcasting Network. Yeah, that's what we're all. That's our platform, the Hippie Broadcasting Network. Yeah.
Right.
Puppets work for monopoly money. That's not nice. Charles said we work for monopoly money. Whoa.
I do.
That ain't right.
As long as you land on Boardwalk and Park Place.
Yeah, every time. And pass go. And do collect my $200. If we turned your life into a graphic novel, what would the title and the first chapter be?
Ooh. Country boy.
Country boy. See,
Country
I never
boy.
would have thought that.
I like that. I can see that.
You
It's
know,
the farmer
when you
route.
say you're a farmer
I am.
from the country,
yes.
was it my favorite plant that was being grown on that farm, or was it vegetables and cows and?
We had that as well, but it was a big farm. I mean, if you wanted milk, you have to go milk the cow, that type of thing. We had everything on the farm. And like, it's
Now in Jamaica, back in that era, 30, 40 years ago, it was different as well. So you was more helping the whole community. Was it like your farm took care of everybody in the area?
Yeah.
Yes.
We took care of the entire community, whether you needed chickens or veggies or whatever.
Right.
You'd come to my dad's farm and you'd get it for you. We'd actually service the local markets as well.
Right. Now,
Yes,
so it's that big of a farm. Wow.
That kind of a farm.
Yeah.
Now, did you have a lot of brothers and sisters? Were you an only child?
There's 6 of us.
6 of you. So he had he had the farm hand there. He had the workers.
Yeah, we had others on there doing work for us, but we worked just as well.
I'm sure you did when you were old enough.
It's a
I'm sure you
devotion
learned.
when you get used to it and you're feeding the community and you meet the community through what you're doing with the earth. There's just a whole other
And so
level
then-
of connection.
There's
Were
something
you
special and meaningful about it. Yes.
Were you singing before you left Jamaica? Were you already attempting it, or were you just?
I was attempting it. I was singing a little bit while I was working. I would sing with the neighborhood kids and stuff like that.
Was everybody coming up and saying, "Yo, you got a good voice there, Mr. Mystic"?
Exactly. Yeah.
And they were like, "You might want to do something with that." And then you said, "I'm picking up and I'm going to Boston."
I got the bug early, man. The bug bit when I was like 5 or 6. So when I was a kid, I wanted to do it.
And you said you were what, 12 when did your whole family move to Boston, or did you just pick up and move to Boston?
No, my mom came up here with myself and the younger siblings at the time. All the older ones stayed in Jamaica. They had their lives, their businesses, all that kind of stuff. My brothers were much older than me at the time, going to college, university, so they stayed. And obviously, I'm sure you guys know my older brother is now the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So
I did know that. I
did know that. I did know that.
Say anything about it because I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that or not. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up.
You have to be so proud of him.
So proud.
Oh.
So he's the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Right.
That's amazing. Do you know Sister Sensi?
Sister Sensi. What does that sound familiar? Sister
Because
Sensi.
she's a white Jamaican lady who lives in Jamaica. And she sings, I don't know, she has a million songs, but my favorite is Frosty the Dope Man. Frosty the Dope Man. Yeah, she's wonderful. We interviewed her, well, I did a few years back, one of my first interviews ever. And she met us she was in Jamaica, and she had Chronics with her. You know Chronics?
Yeah, man,
yeah.
Sure.
And her and Chronics were hanging out, and they were getting high in the house, and we interviewed them. And she was telling us about Jamaica, and then we traded some seeds, and we got some land raised from Jamaica, and she took some of ours to Jamaica, and so we've created a whole mess of weed now. Bugs are everywhere, and we've screwed the whole generation up.
Love from across the water.
Yeah, we screwed everything up, but I wasn't involved. I got nothing out of it, so as usual. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, so that's awesome that your brother is the Prime Minister. How is Jamaica? Is it a up and coming, or is it staying kind of the same, or with the New World Order over here? Who the hell knows?
Jamaica is doing its thing. Jamaica's booming. It's still the island of one love. We still want everybody to come there and partake and swim in the beaches and meet the people and soak up the culture, the vibration, the unity. Jamaica's a special place, man. I honestly encourage everybody to get their butts to Jamaica. Get there and go soak up the island. It's a special place.
I would love to. The only thing is, I'm a large man, and I don't.
Well,
like
there's boats, man. You can go on a
boat
boat
all the way from here to Jamaica.
You can drive to Florida and then get on the boat.
You can swim.
Jamaica.
There's several options. Even if you just want to
don't swim. There's sharks.
Go
you have to swim fast.
Cruises, take a cruise and
drop and then just stay.
Yeah,
and then just say, "Fuck it, I'm not going back."
Never come back.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got that. I like that idea.
I would be happy with that.
What's do All right, let me see where I was. All right, here we are. What's a belief or a mindset you hold now that you never saw coming 10 years ago?
A belief.
Weed.
Mindset.
Yeah, weed. It has to be weed 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Who would have thought?
It's a good one. Just a deep one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. I think I need time to really absorb that one.
All right, take your time. We'll go to some funny ones, okay?
Yeah.
If a pineapple wore pants, would it wear them over the whole body or just the bottom like SpongeBob?
Just the bottom. You gotta let that other part out.
The top has to hang out. All right. If your weed is loud, does that mean it's yelling inside the bag like "Let me out"?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you high five someone while they're coughing from a bong hit, is that considered CPR certified? Move now. Is that a CPR certified move now? Giving a high five, I guess. I can't.
I don't like that one.
High five after doing a bong hit. Yes. Is cereal a soup? And if so, is weed milk legal in all 50 states? I'm reading it right. Is cereal a soup? And if so, is weed milk legal in all 50 states?
I would not try weed milk. I'm just going to personally say that.
I can go back to a little less silly. All right, how about that?
Remember when I tried to make the mayonnaise out of the THC oil? Don't do that.
No.
It was a bad experiment, man.
Hi, Adrian. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. We're hanging with our friend Mighty Mystic, and we are having a great time. If a giant talking spliff offered you life advice, what would it say in your voice? If a giant talking spliff offered you life advice, what would it say in your voice?
I'm sorry about that.
Be happy.
Say it again.
Yes.
He talked over you. I couldn't.
More and be happy.
Smoke more and be happy. Yes.
Smoke more and be happy.
I like it. Is there a note or a chord that just feels like being high on life and good weed? Is there a note or chord that just feels like being high on life or on good weed?
I would go in like C.
C is like high on life.
Nice and high. It's a nice high enough that it's reachable for most people to sing, but it's high enough that it sticks to the ears. So yeah.
Gotcha. If you could hotbox any landmark in the world with the band, where are we rolling?
Oh, we're going to the White House, man. We're going there. We got to the White House. Get me in the Oval Office.
Definitely.
Yes.
I love it. I think it's been done. I think Snoop was there, but
Snoop was there, right?
Damn it.
Do it.
Snoop always ruining everything I want to do.
There's nothing wrong with
if you happen to come across Snoop, tell him we would love to have him as well. He can come here anytime he wants.
I want to interview his wife.
I want to interview him, his wife, anybody with the dog last name, Willie. Martha Stewart. Yep. Anybody. Pretty much anybody. Who in your crew rolls the best and who should never be trusted with the papers? Who in the crew rolls the best and who should never be trusted with papers?
John, my guitar player, John DeCarlo. Johnny D. He's the best roller. He rolls one and uses to light the next one. Just keeps going all day long. So Johnny for sure.
Johnny, okay.
My
better than that one.
Your drummer who?
Adam. My drummer Adam.
Adam.
He cannot roll.
And yes, Skunky wants to know if he rolls better than the one he's got there.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. I think you got him beat.
Pretty good one.
That's a fat one.
That's a pretty good one.
Took me a couple weeks to roll that.
Sharon, thank you so much for being here. We have a question. What is the best high dream you've ever had? From Matt. High dream. Have you ever had? Am I breaking up?
What is the best one? Say it again.
Can you read it down here in front of you? Oh, you're on the phone.
Yeah. What's the best high dream you've ever had? Dream while high.
Ooh. I dreamt that I had an encounter with Peter Tosh,
Oh,
the legendary Peter Tosh. I dreamt that I had
yeah.
a conversation, smoked, laid down, went to bed. I dreamt I had a conversation with Peter Tosh. This was maybe like 6-7 years ago. So that one was really mystical vibes. Really mystical. Yeah. Special one. So I would
That's
say
a fantastic dream.
Yeah, that is amazing. You're making me sad. What's a stoner wisdom you live by? Like something deep you only realized while lit.
ooh, while lit. Just I would say that you can open up your imaginations. Your imagination, you can see things that not normally you see on a regular day. And you can hone in on it, carve it out, put it into, for me, talking about me now, carve it, put it into lyrics, put in something that's relatable to the audience. You know, I find that when I get to my place that I like to be when I'm smoking, the heavens just open up.
Now let's get into that for a second, if you don't mind. What do you like to smoke? Are you strictly a flower guy, or are you trying all this newer stuff?
I'm a flower.
You don't like dabs or concentrates or edibles?
I mean, I'll mess with the edibles here and there, but I like my flower. I've always liked my flower, and
I'm kind of the same way. I'm old school. Yeah, I'm old school. I like dabs. I will dabble with some day. What are you looking at,
I
Skunk?
feel like I have more control over where I'm going when I'm smoking flower. That's really how I feel about it.
Same way. Yeah.
What did you say, Skunky? I'm sorry.
I said, how about RSO there, old school?
Oh, I love RSO. Yes. Have you tried RSO yet?
I don't think so.
Rick Simpson oil?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It is all the oils.
That.
I'm actually making some right now. It is all the oils of the plant just condensed down into this beautiful tar. And you take just a little bit under your tongue and
woohoo. You just float away.
Yes. It's fantastic for people with really bad bone-on-bone pain because of medical conditions, or people with PTSD. It's excellent for them.
Hi, Robert. How are you? Charles has asked, please make a song about chemical and heavy metal free marijuana. We're trying to find
chemical.
We want our marijuana to be safe. We want it to be safe here in the United States. I'm sure you guys over in Jamaica do as well. I'm sure they want it to be safe. It's all about flushing, though. I mean, if you're finding, they got to over flush. If you're using because even nutrients now, that's like even the nutrients come with heavy metals and leads in them, and that, and so then you got to extra flush that shit out. So you're flushing for 2-3 weeks before.
Well, you should anyway.
Well, yeah, but some people rush. I think that we don't have enough growers in my state anyway, in Pennsylvania. Not to get off the subject of Mighty Mystic here, but so with their cutting corners, trying to keep up with the race, everybody who wants it, and we're not even recreational yet, and it's only going to get worse when it becomes recreational here. So they're already cutting corners. We're already getting weed that's 6 months old and in a container that I can't see and I can't, I can't touch.
Okay, so we're doing but. Actually, Mystic, I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
Is there? No, he's meditating out the stress.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stress you. He's frozen.
Is it better fresh? Do you think he's frozen?
I think he's frozen.
He's got internet like me.
He's got Wish Wi-Fi like you.
It's really awesome frozen.
Mystic, come back.
He looks like he's meditating. I just want to meditate with him right now.
All right, everybody concentrate.
Oh.
We meditated his ass right the hell out of here.
What do you think he is, me?
Great job, Skunky. You
I
gave him the
taught him
wrong
that.
seat.
Yeah, I taught him that.
You taught him that. He took your seat, bro. Well, hopefully he'll come right back. Hopefully
yeah, man, what a cool dude.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we didn't scare him off.
No,
we did.
We did. I don't think we.
I don't think so.
Maybe it was Charles and that bright idea. Sing a song about heavy metals, and then boom, he's out of here. He's like, God damn it, I'm going to write a song.
We scared him. We scared
We
him from
scared
me.
him.
No, he went to go write a song. He's over there writing a song about heavy metal.
He was right. Metal. There's already one
What
about
did you say? What did you do,
He's
Skunky?
so amazing. What an
Yeah.
incredible,
What a great,
talented
amazing guy.
man.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
agree 100%. I hope he comes back.
I
See,
hope so
Charles?
too.
He will. I think he will.
time will tell.
He was right last night. All you guys that went to bed early, you missed a great show with Joe Denham. He came in an hour late, but he came in and we had a great time. You
We
gotta
did.
go check
We
it out.
really did.
It was an amazing show. We had so much fun, and I think I'm going on tour. I might actually be going on tour with Joe Denham now. Yeah. What? What's going? You didn't
You
see
coming
that?
to Florida, bro?
We will be in Florida at some point. He wants me to open up for him, so I'm the new opening act for the opening act on the Vanilla Ice tour. The I Love the '90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made it big time now, bro.
Right on.
No, I had the best time ever with him last night. He was so much fun. Absolutely.
He was.
We had a great time talking last night. He wants us to come to Tennessee, all of us. He wants to show us around Tennessee. He wants to he told me he's going to make us a WTHC radio song about edible hangovers, RSO hangovers. What did he call it, Granny?
The green hangover.
Oh yeah, green hangovers. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know if he's coming back now. I'm getting a little nervous.
Well, if his internet went out, I mean, he is in the wilds of Texas right now.
Yeah. Who knows? There could be a storm coming across there. That place is crazy down there. 1 minute it could be sunny. The next minute it could be a windy hurricane coming through.
I'm saying.
Hurricane season.
Well, it's okay.
Tornadoes. It's tornado season.
I got 90% of my questions in. I mean, I have another 140% left, but
yeah.
See, Charles has had a real talk with Jesus on RSO.
All right. What did he say?
He said, have fun, and carry on.
Okay.
Carry on, my wayward son. See, that's what it all comes from. Mighty Mystic! It worked last night when I yelled Joe Denham.
I don't see him.
I should play my Jeopardy song.
Hey, if he can't make it back, I'm just
That's
absolutely
okay.
grateful for the time he was here.
I can get in touch with him again. We'll have him back on. Absolutely. He seemed to enjoy himself. I would hope he would come back.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I would like
if he could, I'm sure he would.
Yeah, I'm sure he would already be here. I just don't want to end and then him come back, and be like, oh, those jerks hung up on me. Then we look like jerks. So now we're going to stay here another hour.
No.
Just in case. Just in case, Granny. You never know. You never know. He might have bad internet. Yes. Oh, speaking of that, Steve, thank you so much. Vote
yes, I was talking about that on
Eagle Party. Yes, we were talking about it today on the radio, Steve. We are helping you, buddy. We're yelling it out. Make sure if you live in Australia, or if you can fake a vote and send it over to Australia, vote
or just all the good vibes starting on the 2nd for us at noon, so we can get them there in time.
Let's have a spelling bee contest. I heard about the spelling bee contest Skunky was in. Don't even want to talk about that.
Nope.
Anyway, back to that. If you're in Australia, please make sure you vote on May 3rd. If you're not in Australia, but you have friends or family that suffer from pain, debilitating pain, like my good friend Steve over there, who is in pain constantly, and he has no medicine for his pain. So we want marijuana to be passed over there in Australia, and May 3rd they are voting. Steve, please keep us updated. I appreciate you keeping me updated, and I will try to keep updated on it as well. That is very important. Pray for our Aussie friends. Yes, they need to have medical relief.
Yes, they do.
Clean,
They also need to
lead-free.
know what they're voting for, so read it.
Make sure you read it, Steve,
Yeah.
because people in Ohio forgot to read their ballot, and now they're all sad because they're taking shit away from them, and it sucks. But you got to read.
Right.
Yeah. Might
Not
help.
right.
If you knew,
Read.
might help if you knew how to.
Right. Not right. Read.
Sorry. Right. Oh, sorry.
No, read.
Oh, right.
Read.
Read. Whatever, dumbass.
Right.
Read. Right.
No, read.
You
Stop.
three should sing a song
Killing
that
me.
is off cue like telephone. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. I agree with you, Becky. 100%. All states, medically. I'm getting a little. Every day I get a little more further away from bringing recreation to Pennsylvania. I'm like, you know what? Just keep those issues somewhere else. We don't need them. I got my card. It just seems to cause issues in every state that it goes legal in. I'm like, I don't need those problems. I don't need another 700 people online in front of me so I can get my medicine. I'm not interested. Thank you. I need my medicine more than they need their weed.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I get it.
I mean, I want it to be rec. I feel like everybody should be able to have it.
But now here's another thing too, is that, when with medical cards, there are some people that cannot per se always afford to renew their card.
Hell no. I agree with that too.
Yeah. So
I was listening to our friends from Patients at Safe Access, and they were saying something. They were talking about, I guess, I don't remember the whole, I shouldn't really talk on it because I don't know the whole situation, but I was listening to the show one day and they had somebody on and they were talking about, I guess they're trying to figure out how their laws are going to go, if it ever goes. And they were discussing how the veterans should get, medical or whatever. And
they should at least get their card for free, their medical card.
I think they
for
said
free.
that they were going to get their card for free. And I said, well, here in Pennsylvania, I don't know if they get their card for free, but I know that they get 25% off in most of the dispensaries.
And I feel they should, yeah. I think
I feel like they should get it for free, but just take it. If I could afford it, I would just give it to them. They should get it. They should give it. If I was Elon Musk, I would be more worried about that. Give some weed to this dude.
He's on ketamine. He doesn't care about weed.
Give some weed to this girl. Give some weed.
You don't care about Elon Musk.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway. That being said, I don't think Mighty Mystic is coming back. I am very sorry. I think he lost his Wi-Fi, everybody. Just know you can mark it in your brains that he was here, okay?
Yeah.
So
maybe he's listening.
He is. He's listening. I'm sure he's listening.
Mighty Mystic, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
We'll have you back. I'll reach out to you. And we'll reach out to Mighty Mystic and we'll have him back ASAP. But like I said, he is a busy man. I just saw his schedule for like the next 2 months, and it's like just about every fucking day he's playing somewhere. So
yeah,
and that's a lot of driving.
But I'm gonna reach out to him anyway because I want his video for our 420 song, so we have another video that we can add to our list. And yeah, Skunky's big joint smoked him out of here. I saw it. Shelby weren't at Cole Harbor.
That's got to be T-Bro.
T-Bro, yeah.
You're a goddamn liar.
He said, you're a goddamn liar, T-Bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here. Everybody out there on Live 365 and tune in, thank you so much. Stick around for Can't Talk It All, Paul. And then, of course, Crazy Codex is coming up at midnight. Stick around. Yeah. Until then, peace, love, hippie hugs, and a whole shitload of nugs to you guys and to everybody over here on YouTube and or Facebook. I want to thank you all for being here so very much. You guys are amazing. I don't have very many days left. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe. We're trying to get to that 420. I haven't looked yet, but we were at like 416. We need 4 more new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. Please do it. We want to get to 420 by 420. That was our goal. And we're like right there. It rhymed. It did.
Yeah, 420 by 420 sure
420
did.
by the 420. It did rhyme. Holy shit. So please.
Jeez, that's amazing.
Planet, what are you saying? Planet 13, Las Vegas. Paragraph. Okay. Planet 13, that's where you get your dope. Nice.
All right.
The fluffer gets his dope at Planet 13 in Las
And now we know.
Is someone can make a second account and subscribe? Yes. I don't know how to do that, or I would.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I did it already. I'm H. Oh, nobody knows that I'm H. Just blew my cover, goddammit.
We're 417 now, so we only need 3 more. We only need 3 more.
Oh, 3 more. See, I'm H. 4 more subscribers, and we're at 420 before 20. Please subscribe. Come on, I'm not getting off until we get them.
Well, I am.
It's Cookie Boy. I am.
I'm gonna get off. You guys are
There's
gonna
still 4 more days.
No.
Granny, I was just kidding.
Oh my god! Well, I just was covering the screen. I don't need to watch that.
It's still in my pants. Becky, I want to thank you for doing it twice. Everybody, please, if you know somebody who might watch this and might find us interesting, tell them to subscribe. Skunky,
Or just share us out.
I did.
He did. He does. He did, Charles.
Only once.
Only one. Well, make a second account. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
tell my wife to make another account.
I barely got one account.
I mean, it's not 420 yet. Today's only 416, so we still have technically 4 days. But
Right.
I don't know. We don't have any other shows coming up until at least after 420. I don't think. Oh, we have podcasts on Saturday or something.
Yeah, we do. I thought you did.
Saturday,
Sunday.
no.
Oh,
Sunday is 420. We could get subscribers if I were going to work on Easter, but I'm not sure. I might go Easter egg hunting with the kids. The kids have gone up and moved out. I'm still going. You can't stop me.
Why don't you just buy the candy for yourself?
Oh, I do. And then I set it up on the table in a basket. And then the Easter Bunny comes and I get up in the morning. And I'm like, yes, the Easter Bunny. Oh, it's good this year. I knew it.
Well, I don't know.
Summer said she'll be on her podcast 420.
I'm willing to do yours. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing the bright and early one that day. Because I plan on trying to get some sleep. Man, we'll see. If they come up with something good, I got to talk to them. Jimmy fucking Fresh, where are you?
Come to talk about flushing the plants.
Flushing the plants, yes.
That would be a good
important. It would be.
Yes.
Cadbury eggs filled with I don't
smoky treats. I don't know. That would
whatever
be whatever
they already have in them is fine. I like them just the way they are.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
we should probably go. I've already hung up on the radio an hour ago. Everybody here, thank you so much, guys, for being here. We love you all. Peace, love, hippie hugs, and a whole shitload of nugs. Until the next time, please subscribe.
Peace.
Smoke up in the green room. Smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay. In the green room